गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रश्राय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः आचार्य पादाय नित्य कृपा प्रदायिने गौरकथा दामदाय नगर ग्राम तारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रश्राय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा फाइन
हरे कृष्ण माता जी
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम थैंक यू सो मच पूजा माता जी फॉर रीडिंग द वर्सेस हरे कृष्णा आई वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू आई थिंक only Prabhuji has joined. It's okay. I welcome all of you on behalf of Radha Govinda Temple, ISKCON, Kulai, Mangaluru, and Namanishta Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to Loknath Prabhu for joining on time. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी
Hare Krishna, Rajalakshmi Mataji. Thank you for reading the verse. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yes. Prabhuji, can you just tell in short what did you understand till yesterday so that I will know where from to start? Did you attend yesterday? Yes, I think.
Mata ji,
Yes?
yesterday I was absent in the class.
Oh no. Okay,
But
Hare.
Mata ji, I have read myself and I understand as much as I can.
Hari bol. Tell me, Prabhuji, what you have understood.
Mata ji, in the 5th chapter, I understood that Lord Krishna says, actually, Arjuna was confused about both. Lord Krishna described both yoga, so he got confused that why he's telling me to fight in this caste warfare, and he also says that sannyas yoga is also good. So he was totally confused, and
Karma yoga
Lord,
and karma sannyasa.
Lord Krishna started clarifying him that do your work without considering results and leave all kinds of desire and attachments from materialistic things and do your work.
Haribol, do all your duties, but renounce the results at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Correct, Prabhuji. And the last verse is very, very important. Why we have to leave? First of all, if we get attached, we will be always in distress. Number one, if we get attached to the karma pala, that is, we are going to be only in distress because today's happiness is going to be tomorrow's distress. So we are never going to be happy if we are attached to the result. Otherwise, also, Krishna tells in the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, that is 5.29, that is a peace formula. Peace formula means if one wants to live in only happily, in happiness, if anyone wants to live in happiness, that as happiness will be eternal. There will be no end. Other happiness have an end to it. But if we know the truth that Bhoktaram, Yajna Tapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Bhoktaram, he is the enjoyer. Yajna Tapasam, he is the benefactor. Means whatever sacrifice we do, it is sacrifice for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he is the benefactor. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the enjoyer, he is the benefactor, and he is the creator, maintainer, and annihilator. All Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is all in all. He is the absolute truth. There is no truth above him or equal to him. So Bhoktaram, Yajna Tapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is all in all. Jnatvamam Shantim Richati. One who knows this, they will live in peace. So only one person will live in peace. Who is that? who understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the enjoyer, benefactor, and he is the all in all. Okay. And Sukritam Sarvabhutana, best part is he lives in everybody's heart. So one who knows all these four facts, the Lord is all in all, and also he is in our heart. Jnatva mam shantim richati. That person will always attain the real happiness, eternal peace, shantim, peace. Okay? So that was the yesterday's lesson. So that means yesterday we learned if a person does only a karma. What is a karma? The karma which does not have any bondage. What is when it does not have any bondage? Either it should accumulate punya for us or it should accumulate papa for us. If we do pious activities, it may accumulate punya. If we do impious activity, it will accumulate sin. But both are dangerous. Why? If we have both either sin or punya, papa or punya, in our karmic account, we have to come down to make this account balance 0. So what should we do? To make our account balance 0 also, but at the same time do the karma. So we have to do akarma. So what is akarma? Akarma does not bind us. No, there is no binding for that. What are those kind of activities which will not have any binding? All those activities which are performed for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what the Lord likes. Okay? Sam Siddhir Haritoshanam. That's all we learned. So one who knows, so very simple. Third chapter, he said do karma. Then fourth chapter, he gave the knowledge, Jnana Yoga. Which knowledge? There are 3 types of karma. So which karma we are supposed to do? In 5th chapter, first he explained karma, akarma, vikarma. Then in yesterday's chapter, he told do only akarma so that you will have eternal peace. That's it. That is where we ended yesterday. Hare Krishna. So today is Dhyana Yoga. Dhyanam. All of you know very well, right? What is meant by Dhyanam? Dhyana means fully focused. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekaiha kurunandana. Ekaiha kurunandana. That means fully focused at one point. There are so many stories, right? Arjuna saw that, eye of the bird in the tree. When Dronacharya asked, what do you see on the tree branch? Everybody said different things. Duryodhana, even Yudhishthira, everybody said different. I see the eye of the... Are you able to see the screen is not shared? Hare Krishna. Screen is shared, right? Okay. So that is fully focused. To fully get focused, we have learnt in the 2nd chapter also, it's very easy first to control the gross things. Mind, intelligence and false ego are very subtle things. So we have to start from the sense control. If we are able to control our senses, then gradually our mind can be controlled. So today's chapter is all about mind control. So yesterday and day before, the Lord told different examples also we saw. You remember sense organs were the elephant is touch, which is prominent. Sense organ which is prominent for the bumblebee is the vision. Sense organ which is prominent for the deer is the shotram, hearing. Sense organ which is tongue, which is prominent, tongue, taste, is fish. And what one else is left? Fish smell, granum. Fish smell, and taste is this honeybee. Honeybee sits on the lotus and it keeps on tasting. So taste, rasam, shotram, chakshu, sparshanam, touch, rasanam, taste, granam, smell. So smell is fish. Okay, so different sense organs. Similarly, in human body also, different people have different prominence of different senses. Sense objects attract, so that the senses are attracted. Okay, so object is the first culprit, but if we train our senses not to get attracted to the object, because object is not in our control, controlling our senses are in our control. So we have to control our senses. If we control our senses, automatically we can go inward. Inward journey will begin. That is control of mind. So today's whole chapter is all about how to control the mind. So generally yoga means, this is what people understand. All these things are yoga because people relate yoga to bodily posture, asan. Asan only is not yoga. Yoga actually is something. Today, these days, in this, this is goat asan, marjorie asan people do. And that, what is that? Chair asan, face asan, all these asans are actually not meant for focus, or they are not meant for controlling the mind. None of these asanas will help us controlling the mind. Mind control can happen through the whole process of Ashtanga Yoga, not only asanas. Till now, what we saw was only asana. Only asana cannot control the mind at all. So, what is Ashtanga Yoga? Ashta Anga. Ashta means 8. Anga means limbs. There are 8 limbs in Ashtanga Yoga. What are those 8 limbs? Very simple. Yam, Niyam. Do's and don'ts. Okay, wherever you see any pamphlet, any gadget you buy, there will be do's, don'ts. And any organization, we want to take admission, take the pamphlet and see. There will be in that college rules and regulation, there will be do's and there will be don'ts. So in the even traffic, do's and don'ts. Drive on the, depending upon the country, left hand side or right hand side. Don't drive when the signal light is on red. Get ready, that is do. Get ready when it is yellow. Go when it is green. Don't go. So don't in red. Others do. So do's and don'ts. Yam and niyam. Yam also inside it has got satya, steya, ahimsa, brahmacharya, aparigraha, like that 5 limbs are there inside M also. So that is not very essential because we are not learning Ashtanga Yoga. Finally, we are going to learn that even Ashtanga Yoga is going to culminate in Bhakti Yoga, in devotion. Finally, as yesterday I told you, remember that there is one verse, Tapat Swadhyaya Tapakriya Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani. Patanjali says that austerity, self-study, and Ishvara Pranidhanani. That is, he also, it tells, though he was an atheist, he also tells about Ishvara Pranidhanani. Ultimately, we have to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He also says, right? Okay, so Niyam, Shaucham Santosham, Tapa, Shaucha Santosha, Tapa Swadhyaya, and one more, Swadhyaya, Tapa, Shaucha, Santosha, Tapa, and Swadhyaya. Yeah, correct. These are the 5 are Niyam. So Yam and Niyam, do's and don'ts. Now Asan. Asan is bodily posture. That is Gomukhasan. Gomukhasan is a wonderful asan. If we do that, our mind will be controlled. Mandukhasan. It's again, these all are Dhyanatmak asan, Paschimuthasan, and what is that? Shirshasana, of course, but everybody cannot do that, right? So all these asanas are for mind focus, concentration. So if we do that, the mind will be controlled. Mind will listen to us. If the body listens to us, if the body is able to, Vrikshasana, okay, Vrikshasana, Tadasana, all those asanas are Dhyanatmak asana. So these asanas help us to control our mind. Then automatically, if we are able to control our body through asana, through posture, then we go to breath control. If you all remember in the, I think, 4th chapter, we saw that 5 layers of our body, 5 sleep, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, then Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, finally Anandamaya Kosha, we saw. Right? So till bodily posture, we say that is Annamaya Kosha. Then we go inside, breath control, pranayam. That is, after Annamaya Kosha, it is Pranamaya Kosha. Pranamaya Kosha is, that is what? Pranayam, controlling the breath. Then Pratyahara. Pratyahara means controlling all the senses, withdrawal of senses. Example, tortoise, turtle. Turtle, what does it do? It keeps walking. Suddenly, even slightest danger, if it senses, it will withdraw all its bodily limbs inside that. Then you all might have seen, that lion comes, it does the, upside down, it does the turtle. The turtle is very determined, does not come out. The lion is tired and it goes away. Lion does not have the brain. It can, with one punch, it can, what do you say, make juice, in fact. But it doesn't have, it thinks maybe it's a stone or something, it goes away. So they withdraw. The best example is that. Then these 5, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranaya and Pratyahara. These all are externally. That means this is our body and external environment. It is related. But Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi is inward journey. Dharana is simple concentration. If we try to concentrate, thousands of thoughts will come to anybody. Unless and until we are so many years, whatever, how we have to practice and all, it's all given in today's chapter. We have to go to an isolated place. We have to sit on an elevated place. Isolated place means somewhere near the forest or something. So there any reptiles can come. So we have to put kushagra, and that has to be little elevated so that the reptiles don't come and bite us. All these things are there, and we have to sit straight, erect, and concentrate for a long time and practice for years. So it's very difficult. So many thoughts will come, but we cannot control. When can we practice makes a man perfect? For that, keep on practicing for a very long time. From the first stage of dharana, we go to dhyana. What is the difference between dharana and dhyana? In dharana, so many different thoughts will come to us. First, we may think about what to cook today. Then we may think about husband or wife, whatever it is, whoever it is, we will think. Then we may think about the children. Then we may think about the office. Like that, different thoughts come. But in dhyana, what happens? There also thousands of thoughts will come. But all thoughts will be about one thing. If we think only about our children, about them only, when will they come home back? When are they having their exam? Like that. It means narrowed down. Dharana, concentration with, flows of thoughts. But dhyana with the limited, narrowed down thoughts. Nobody can stop the thoughts. Not at all possible. When the consciousness becomes void, then only the mind will not think. Till then, the nature of the mind is to think. Yesterday, I told you, remember, thinking, feeling, and willing. These are the 3 main activities. Thinking or soul desires. Immediately, the mind starts making plan. And the intelligence will analyze which plan is the best, etc. Okay, so the mind will always think. Now, Arjuna will ask a doubt to Krishna. Arjuna himself will ask a doubt, you see. Samadhi, there is no thought. There we merge with the void. But after some time, we come back again. So that is a drawback in Ashtanga Yoga. We may get into Samadhi, but we come back. So if anybody has doubt, we will discuss later. What is that meant by? Okay? Come back in the sense, for some time we can live in Samadhi. After that, and great elevated yogis, they leave their body. The soul leaves their body in the Samadhi. But they merge. That's why I said void. They merge with the Brahman. And sometimes, most of the time, those who merge with Brahman, they come back. Even if others go to higher planetary system, 100% they will come back. Once the accumulated Punya Karma is over, Punya Karma Pala is over, from higher planets, they will come down. Chine punyatetam gatva swargalokam vishalam. Chine punyer martir lokam vishanti. Krishna will tell, I think in the 9th chapter, he himself is telling, those who are going to the higher planets will 100% come down. Martir lokam vishanti. Because only in this Bhuloka we can perform activities. Only from Bhuloka with this vehicle of human body, we can go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead's abode. That is Goloka, from nowhere else. Okay, so what are the 8 limbs? Ashta Anga, Yamniyamasan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Yamniyamasan together. If if you are very disciplined, etc., everything we will do definitely asan. When we do asan, our body will listen to us. When our body listens to us, then the breath will listen to us. That means we can do long breathing, inhalation, exhalation, anlom, vilom, kumbhak. We can control. This is again sacrifice. Yesterday we were learning about sacrifice, right? Whatever activity we do, sacrifice. During kumbhak, we hold the breath. We don't breathe for some time. That is also a sacrifice. That is pran sacrifice. So then pratyahara is withdrawal of all senses. Now comes the best question. How can we, after Mataji, you just now said we cannot control the thoughts. Not possible. Then, so mind will be wavering around. Then how to do devotion? It's a beautiful. In fact, Arjuna's question, we will go, then you will understand. Okay. Now you see this gist is given over here. In 6.10. He should live alone. One who wants to go in the path of Ashtanga Yoga. The Ashtanga yogis should live alone in a secluded place. Because if they don't live in a secluded place, mind will not be controlled, senses will be attracted. So they have to live in a secluded place. Always they should be carefully, they should control his mind, which is actually not possible unless and until vigorous practice one is able to go do. What are the niyam? Temperate in his habits. That is niyam. Proper eating. Actually, I think this is atyahara prayasascha prajalponi. Atyahara prayasascha is nectar of instruction. Here it is yuktahara viharasya yukta chetasya karmachu yukta swapnava bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkaha. Yukta ahara, yukta swapna, yukta bodhasya. What is yukta? Regulated. When we switch on the fan, we control the speed with the regulator, right? So when we eat, we have to control the kind of food we eat. We have to control the time during which we eat. We have to control the method through which we eat. Especially, we have to control what we eat. What, when, how. When do we eat? How do we eat? More than everything, what do we eat? So that is regulated eating. Same as sleeping. We can't sleep any time. I think in the 2nd chapter only. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutani. That verse came. That is, these yogis. These yogis, what do they do? One second. Battery low is showing. Yeah. Okay. So regulated eating, regulated sleeping. I was telling Yanisha Sarva Bhutani. Devotees sleep very early and wake up very early. Early to bed, early to rise. But when the devotees are about to wake up, that time only non-devotees go to bed. So that is not regulated. Their sleep is not regulated. Many people are there. These days, all children sleep after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock only. Whereas devotees wake up at 3:30 for Brahma Muhurta. For them, Mangalarti is at 4:15. They have to start the Mangalarti 4:30. They have to keep everything ready for that and finish chanting before 7 o'clock. That is what is their schedule. So when devotees wake up, other non-devotees sleep. Yuktahara viharasya yukta chetasya karmachu. Whatever activity they do also should be regulated. But it's not the same with the non-devotees. So that's why in next of in instruction also, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Atyahara prayasas cha prajalponyam angrahaha. Eating more than what is required will bring the devotion down. Bhaktir vinashyati. More than talking more than what is necessary. 6 things he says. All these 6 things will bring the devotion down, decrease, okay? On the declining mode it will be. Then asan. So for asan also, why this deer skin and all people put, Mataji, killing deer is okay or what? See, for yogis, if they don't put the deer skin, you know, what will happen? The snakes, etc. will come and bite them. So if they want to be free from Vitaraga Bayakrodha, Visana, if they want to be free from fear, etc., everything, do meditation. This is very, very essential. And kusha grass, they lie down, and the place in which they do asana is little elevated than the ground level. Also, what they have to do, and should be situated in a sacred place. One should hold one's body, neck, head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. This is what Krishna says. But not eyes fully closed. If eyes are fully closed, obviously you try, the mind will think very fast. So if you slightly, even while we chant also, totally eyes are closed and the mind will be very fast roaming around. Malato karme pirai, mu pirai manumahi. But Ram, the lips are saying, but the mind is manuvan, pirai. Mind is roaming around 10 direction, in 10 direction. Okay. Are there 10 direction? Yeah. 8 you all know. Upward and downward, totally 10 directions. Okay. So mind keeps roaming around. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, vitaraga, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me. Is it possible? Definitely not possible for me. So many years, unless and until sitting straight for more than 1 hour or 2 hours is so difficult. It is not possible. Body pains. Mind will be roaming around, even the body pains. So it is not possible. Why I am saying, I am not discouraging anybody. Dhyana yoga in this Kali Yuga is not recommended. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended what? Kali Yuga Maha Mantra. What is it? Nama Sankirtan. In the this meditation was in the Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga, what was the Kali Yuga? What was the Yuga Dharma? Satya Yuga Dharma was tapa, austerity, meditation. And Treta Yuga Dharma was fire sacrifice. Dwapara Yuga Dharma was temple worship or dham visit. Kali Yuga Dharma is Nama Sankirtan. Wherever we want, we can sit. With whomsoever we want, we can sit and chant. Whenever we want to sit, we can chant. Place, kale, kshetra, time, kala, and place and process is not at all important for recite and chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Kali Yuga is best is Nama Sangeeta. And that's why Mahaprabhu came himself. He came himself to give us this easy mantra. He is known as Karunavatar. What is it? There is one Kripa Buddhim Yastam Ye Prapadyate. Kripa, Dayalu, Kripa Buddhi. Okay, he says, Yare Teke Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. That is why we say, whomsoever we see, Yare Teke Tare Kaho, Hare Krishna. That's why we say, any moment, whomsoever we say, Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Other than the wife, everybody is a Mataji. That is what the respect they give to women. Okay, Hare Krishna. Pratyahara, cessation of material existence. What is Pratyahara? Controlling all senses. So as I told, regulated eating, regulated sleeping, all those things, if we have it, is known as Pratyahara. We have controlled. Okay. Dharana, disciplines his mental activities. So we are trying to, it's only the beginning, trying to control the mind. And slowly, gradually, one starts situating in transcends. But when is it possible? They should be devoid of all material desire. Is it possible? Actually speaking, it's not possible. Bharat Maharaj's example we have seen so many examples. Valmiki Muni, Urvasi, Ramba. Once Urvashi came and spoiled his mood. Once Ramba came and spoiled his, tapa, austerity. Shaubari Muni is sitting here in the picture, you see. Shaubari Muni, he was sitting inside the water, in the sea, for so many years and meditating. Suddenly, when he opened his eyes, he saw two fish mating. Then he also got into that mood. He came out, he went to a king, asked for his daughter. He had 40 daughters. And king was so agitated, seeing his body. Oh, how he's looking so shabby. And he's asking for my daughter. But he knows very well, no, if he says, he will give curse. And so he said, okay, you come tomorrow. He said like that and went. And he said, tomorrow we will have one Swayambara. In the Swayambara, all of us know, no, if my daughter select you, you can get married. And this Muni is also very, Muni, all these sages are not, like they're sages. How they attain this level, very, very intelligent. And their tapa level, nobody can think of it, austerity. So he changed himself as a very young, handsome boy and came. All 40 daughters wanted to marry him. Okay, what happened to him? Like he produced so many children, then later he realized that's it. Okay, so this material desire, unless and until heart is purified, material desires cannot be controlled at all. So what do we have to do? The beautiful, in devotion, we have to divert. We have to divert our desire. You want to go to Bangkok, you want to go to Eiffel Tower, etc. Instead, we want to go to dance. Mayapur, you come and see here, Mayapur, lakhs of devotees are there. Lakhs of devotees. Today, I was literally keeping my fingers crossed. How will I reach the room before the class? So, vehicles are not moving on the road. Fully crowded, especially the weekend. And that Gaura Purnima is coming. Parikrama is going on. Fully crowded. Okay. So, Dhyana. Example, what is given? Dhyana, like, a small lamp. The other day we saw in one of the PPT picture. Small lamp is there. If the wind blows, the lamp also will be oscillating here and there. Right? So that is what. As a lamp in a windless place does not wave. If the wind is there, it waves. So the transcendentalist whose mind is controlled remains always steady in meditation. Whose mind is controlled. Very, very important. This is if. This is not absolute truth. This is dependable. If the mind is controlled, then, okay, but that is what all the game. How can we control the mind, which is impossible, we think. But Krishna will give answer. Say the 20 to 23. That is Samadhi stage. One is never shaken, even in the midst of greatest difficulty. Isana sukhe dukhe labha labho jaya jaya. So duality, there is no duality. They are fixed. Ekaha kurunandana, totally fixed their mind. And they are free from all miseries. Vita, raga, bhaya, krodha. Vita, free from raga, attachment. Bhaya, fear, krodha, anger. They are free from everything, all miseries. What are the miseries? There are 3 types of miseries. Okay? Adhyatmik, Adya Atmik. It is our individual misery. Our mind will tell it is a distress for me. Adi Bhautik, the distress which comes from the environment, like corona, malaria, so many things, typhoid, whatever it is. Then Adi Daivik, what the Lord gives. Maybe corona we can consider as the Lord gave also. Because the tiniest which can't be seen, but with the microscope also, that kind of virus totally changed the entire country, isn't it? Means whole world was affected by this. So that is why controlling, one is never shaken. They only can attain this samadhi. So that is how, whether it is possible, impossible, we will see. Okay, but are you willing to give this yoga system a try? Definitely, it's not possible, because pranayalpeshu yuga sabhyaka kalavasmin yuge janaha. In this Kali Yuga, it's not possible. Okay, here that Arjuna, I told no, Arjuna, that Dronacharya asked, what do you all see on the tree? Different people said different things. But Arjuna told, I see the eye of the bird. Same way, Arjuna is so focused. He saw the shadow of the rotating fish down and he hit the fish. Because that is Draupadi Swayamvar. That's how they won Draupadi. Here, Markandeya Muni. When they are in exile, that Markandeya Muni comes there and see, there are so many stories happen when Pandavas were in exile, right? During that time. But these Panchapandavas were not at all agitated. They had to go through a lot of distress. Still, they were all dharmic. They were all righteous. They never told any lie or anything. For that matter, they did not follow the adharmic path. They were all following the dharmic path. Okay. This is Arjuna and Shivaji. Shivaji comes in a tribe form. And that actually, no, Shivaji wanted to test Arjuna. When they were in exile only, he wanted to test Arjuna. So what did he do? He came in the form of a tribe and he hid behind a tree. Where Arjuna was there, aiming at a boar. He was aiming at a wild pig. Okay, so what did the Shivaji do? Arjuna was about to hit that. Shivaji also shot an arrow. So both of them shot an arrow at the same time. So both of them started fighting with each other. It is mine, I hit. It is the first arrow was mine. So the fight started. And when Shivaji was fighting like anything vigorously, Arjuna understood. This cannot be a normal person. Then he surrendered. He told, you tell me who you are. You are not a normal person. Then Shivaji was so happy with his, humbleness, humility. Trinada picture, humility we have been learning last few days, right? Mahaprabhu says, Trinada pi shunichena tarora pi sahishnuna. He says one has to be more humbler than the blade of grass. One has to be more tolerant than the tree. Because even if we throw a stone, the tree gives fruit, right? So that is what Mahaprabhu says. One actually, the first qualification in devotion is humbleness, humility. Then Shivaji gives him Pasupatastra, which is very, very, what do you call it? Which is very, I mean, that astra, weapon, if it is aimed at anybody, that person is gone. That's all. Okay, so there is no second thought for that. Say Naranarayana Rishi, and they also came and they gave darshan to that's a Muni in the Markandeya Muni in that forest. So all these things, why it is given? Jnanis. These sages who all are self-controlled. These sages, there we saw the example of Arjun. And here these sages have controlled their mind. It's like if you are sitting on the car, the steering should not control us. The driver has to control the steering, right? So all these sages have control. But at the same time, we saw the example of Valmiki and Shaubari Muni. Everybody we saw. Fine. So Arjuna now has surrendered. Arjuna surrendered because Krishna told him how to control his mind. This is an important verse and wonderful verse. Chanchalam ki manaha Krishna pramati balavadridam tasyakam nigraham manye vayoriva su dushkaram. Dushkaram means very difficult. Su dushkaram, always sugandh. That means beautiful fragrance, right? Sugandh. Gandh means fragrance. Sugandh. Su always is very. Dushkaram means difficult, very difficult. What is very difficult? Vayoriva. It's difficult than the wind. What does the wind do? Why he is saying, Chanchalam ki managa, Krishna, this mind is very, very chanchalam. Mind is a monkey. Keep jumping from one tree to another. Chanchalam. does not stay in one place. Pramati Balavad Dridam. It is so strong, the desires of the mind are so strong, we are not able to, I am not able to, he says. For me, Tasya Aham Nigraham Manye. For me, it is so difficult than controlling the wind. What he is saying, for me, even I may be able to control the wind, but I will not be, I am not able to control my mind. Who says? Arjuna tells Krishna. The answer Krishna gives is also so beautiful answer. Asamchayam mahabhago mano durnigraham chalam. Abhyasacha verse is not given. Okay. Abhyasa yoga yuktena vairagyena cha grahyate. Abhyasa practice. Vairagya detachment. Oh, Krishna, Arjuna. Krishna is saying, this is Bhagavan Uvacha. Asamchayam mahabhago. Oh, Mahabhago, okay, Arjuna. There is no doubt in it. No samshayam. No doubt in it. What? Mind is restless. Mind is turbulent. It is very, very strong. There is no doubt at all. But you want to subdue it. You are saying it's not possible. You are wrong. It can be done. How can it be done? You have to practice a lot. Abhyasa and vairagya. That is control. Vairagya is detachment. So you can subdue it. How? You can it's more difficult than controlling. It's not given here. It is actually, you can do it with practice, vigorous practice, and also you can do it with detachment. He does come here. See, the Blessed Lord said, O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult. Okay, Mano Durnigraham Chala. But Abhyasa, it is possible by constant practice. Vairagya, by detachment. So one whose mind is unbridled, like the lamp where there is no wind, it is unbridled. Self-realization is difficult work. If there is wind, what will happen? It will keep on oscillating like the big clock, pendulum of the clock. It will be oscillating, right? Like that, mind will be oscillating. But he whose mind... Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, constant practice for us reading Bhagavad Gita for us, na?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Now, there are many other practices also. I will tell Prabhu. Once I'll finish this and tell, okay?
Okay.
That is what is very beautiful. In devotion, how we can control. Mind will be thinking only. But how to control the mind? Answer is coming. Just wait. Steps by right means is assured for success. So, if you are able to do this verse is a wonderful verse again. Bandhur Atmat Manastasya. Bandhur means a friend. A person who has controlled his mind is a friend, and a person who has not controlled his mind, for him the mind is his enemy. So 35 and 36 you read, Bandhur Atma, friend and enemy. For him who has conquered the mind is the best of his friends. Vairi, next year, one who has not control, for him the mind is his enemy. Okay, so we should be able to control our mind. How to control the mind, you see? We have to engage the mind in akarmic activity. What are all akarmic activity? Devotional activity. So if we keep on engaging ourselves in devotional activities, there will be no time for the mind to think of other things. Mataji, don't we have to go to school? Don't we have to read, learn for our exam? Yeah, keep Krishna in the center. That's it. Krishna, I'm going to office to earn. Once I earn and come, I will give 10% for your service. Srila Rupa Goswami says 40%. Okay, in Kali Yuga, it's not possible. That's why Mamcha, Vedas say, at least 10% we have to give. Right? So, it is possible when Akarma, yesterday itself we have learnt it. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. All our activities should be to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then we will be able to. Mind is always engaged. How early morning we wake up, you chant, get ready for the Mangalarati, do the Mangalarati, immediately finish 16 rounds, and then Darshanarati comes. Sincerely, I'm telling you, I also go to, like a school, but till 8 o'clock, 8:30, absolutely no breathing time. 90% of the time we will be doing only akarmic activity only. So when we go to work also, what we have to say? Oh Krishna, I am going for your pleasure. I am going because, see, like with whom all I am going to deal with, I'll try to give them Krishna Bhakti. Like that we have to think and go. And every 1 hour, keep on saying, it is like a traffic control. Every 1 hour you sit and think of Krishna for a minute. Krishna, till now I could do all my work well. Thank you, Krishna. Say, that's all. Nothing else we have to do. Okay, now here, Arjuna gets a very, very, valid doubt. What Arjuna asks is, 40th verse, 37, 38, 39 is Arjuna's doubt. Arjuna is telling, oh Krishna, I will follow everything what you are saying. I will do Ashtanga Yoga also if you want, or I will Yukta Ahara Viharasya, Yukta Chetasya, everything I will do. Control, eating, sleeping, all those things. But what if by chance at the end of my life, I don't remember you? Will fall down. Again, I will have to take birth. Again, I will have to start from zero. It's like a riven cloud. That is an analogy Srila Prabhupada has given. That is a big cloud is there. From that small clouds come out. Sometimes what happens? Wind, strong, turbulent wind comes. That wind takes this small cloud. And the cloud is vanished. It doesn't have any identity. So like that, I will also vanish. There will be no identity. Again, from the next birth, what is the guarantee? Again, I will be able to do all these things, Krishna. So Krishna gives a beautiful answer. Earlier itself in 2.40 he has given. Neha Vikrama Nashosti. Whatever you do in devotion, it's not going to get diminished. He has already told. But he gives another beautiful answer here. Prapya punyam kritvan loka ushitva Srimati Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe. Shuchinam. What is Shuchinam? Righteous people. Srimatam, family of rich people. Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe. So Krishna tells, after many years of enjoyment on the planets, because yogis will go to higher planet, yogis will not go to lower planet, because they are doing austerity, they go to Samadhi and go to the higher planet. So what will happen? Higher planet, they enjoy for some time. Then they have to come down, right? So when they have to come down, just now I told you, Tetam Gatva Swargalokam Vishalam. Still, Chine Punyir Martir Lokam Vishanti. They are pushed down to this Martir Loka. So what will happen when they come back? They will be born in a righteous family. That is pious people they are. They don't do anything impious. Nice family they'll be born. Or they'll be born in a rich family so that they don't have to worry about their daily bread and butter. They can simply do devotion. This is what the yogi who is not very, very elevated. Okay, little bit down, lower level. And the other one who is totally elevated, he takes his birth in a family of transcendentalists. Who are transcendent? You see the picture? Devotees' house. Or mother and father are already highly elevated devotees. So right from the time the baby is conceived, the baby also might have conceived by doing Garbhadana Samskara, etc. Before they unite, they chant 51 times with full concentration. They do a lot of austerity. Then they get into, producing progeny. So these children will definitely be great devotees. Nowadays, you might be hearing many people know at the age of 3 only they remember, they recite Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, so many things. They all are the elevated souls in the previous birth. So 2 times. 6.41 says, for the highly elevated or successful yogi, if they are not, and if they leave their body, they'll be born in righteous people or aristocratic people. And highly elevated yogi, if they leave their body and if they have to come back, what will happen? They'll be born in a family who all are very great devotees. Okay, so who is the greatest yogi? Like Narada, because he has controlled all his senses. Karma Yoga 3, all the 3 yogas are lower level yogas which always culminate in bhakti only. Karma Yoga also finally, slowly, but it takes long time. Jnana Yoga also long time. Ashtanga Yoga, how much ever you try for many births, we may get into a Samadhi level. So it is like the stairs. You have to climb the stairs. But Bhakti Yoga is like an elevator. Just get on the elevator, put the switch. That's it. ISKCON. Switch you press. You will directly go to Goloka. Okay. So, and of all yogis, this is the last verse. Yoginam api sarvesham madgate nandra atmanaga shraddhavan bhajate yomam tame yukta tamo mataha same yukta tamo mataha. Okay. Hari bol. So out of all yogis, he one who abides in me, always thinking of me. Manmana bhava madbhakto. Krishna tells, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. In two places. One in the 9th chapter, last verse he says, one in the 18th chapter. This is the only verse he has told 2 times. No other verse comes 2 times. So he says, always remember me, always pay obeisances unto me, always worship me. That's all. Worshipping is what? What happened? What my iPad will go any moment. Okay, so that worship will happen when all the time we need to worship him. How is it possible? Keep him in the center. That's all. Cook prasadam, thinking my Krishna like this food. I am cooking it for Krishna. Go buy grocery. I am buying for Krishna because I have to make boga for him. Like that we have to do. That's all. That is all. Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga, how we have to control the mind? Mind can never be controlled. It will be thinking. So divert the thinking towards Krishna. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. If I do what, the Lord will be happy. Go to office, earn, bring the money. Give 1/10 for Krishna service. Get a nice dress for Krishna. Or Krishna Prasadam. Offer, make something nicely with a pure mind. Take it to the temple. Offer it to Krishna. Bring it and distribute to many people. Before you distribute, definitely tell them to tell Hare Krishna. And then give them. Distribute Krishna Prasadam. So many things. See, many times what happened, I always used to think I could never take leave all these years. What I used to do, okay, let me sponsor for somebody who all are able to go for this Parikrama, Yatra, Vrindavan Parikrama, etc. So that's it. We are, Hari Mataji, Prabhuji, they won't give leave for me. I can't go for Dham Yatra only. No, there are so many people who want to go. They don't have Lakshmi. Sponsor for them. It is equal to you are going. Same punya you will get. In fact, more punya. So Vaishnava Seva, if we do, the Lord is so happy and he showers his mercy upon us. Hare Krishna. And this is the last slide. Yeah. So yoga system. What is that yoga system? Spiritual practice. Different yoga practices for different yoga. This I told you already. You remember? Satya Yoga. Satya Yoga. Kateya Dhyayato. Dhyayato is meditation. Treta Yoga. Yajato. That is fire sacrifice. Dwapare Paricharyaya. That is going for Dham worship. Kalauta Dhari Kirtanat. Sankirtanam. Sankirtan Yajna. Sankirtan Yajna is the what is that? Yuga Dharma. Yuga practice means Yuga Dharma for Kali Yuga. Okay? Hare Krishna. See, it's given Satya Yuga meditation on Lord Vishnu, Treta Yuga performing expensive sacrifices, Dwapara Yuga temple worship, chanting. All of you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Before this finishes, tomorrow and day after it's a holiday, but please you attend class on Tuesday, because Bhakti Yoga starts from 7th chapter. Chapter 1 to chapter 6 is Karma Yoga. Bhakti Yoga 7 to 12 and very easy Bhakti. There 7th chapter, once you understand, wow, that is all Bhakti, you will say. See the water and tell, oh Lord, this is Krishna. The taste in water is Krishna. That's all Bhakti. So that is not very difficult for anybody, right? So 7th chapter is extremely important. Don't forget to join on Tuesday. Okay. Now here, I told the staircases, Karma Yoga Ashtanga Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Yoga is what? Learning all the scriptures, everything, following Vedas perfectly, etc. Everything. No guarantee that we may reach Goloka. Because Jnanas may not help us. See, in the 8th chapter, you will know there are 2 conditions. At that time only we can reach Lord's abode. So, these jhanas may not help at the last moment. Life is preparation, death is examination. At the time of death, we have to pass the exam. So, in order to pass this exam of death, devotion only is possible. Because Lord tells, Eyatamam prapatyante, tamsa daiva bhajamyakam. The way you worship me, the way you surrender to me, I will give you the memory at the time of death. This is what Lord says. So unless if we think, oh, this is all, I will do so much of bhakti, I will remember the Lord at the time of death, because 8th chapter it says, Antakalecha mameva smaran mukta kalevara. At the time of soul leaving the body, if you remember the Lord only, you can go. So if you think with my strength only, I can remember the Lord, never ever possible. We are not able to remember 2 days before what breakfast we had. We'll get confused. So how is it possible? So if we do devotion, the Lord himself will, Yeyatamam prapatyante, the tansa daiva bhajamiham, mama vartmanu vartante. Krishna tells, I will, one who worships me, I will give that memory. He tells in 15th chapter also. What else he say? Sarvasya chagam gridisani vishwamattaga smritir jnanam apoham. Memory, knowledge, apoham, forgetfulness. All 3 I only give you, he says. So if we are really, Krishna's devotee, that's all. Krishna's devotees means he doesn't say all the 24 hours, sit and chant my name. Not at all. In the 13th chapter, he will tell, these are the qualities, one who has all these qualities, their mind will be purified. They are my devotees. 24 qualities, he says. Right? Those qualities are most of you may be following already more than 50% qualities. That's all he says. That's a process of bhakti. Mataji has posted attendance. Kindly, please, all of you. Yeah. Post attendance. Okay. So this staircase. Only the staircase is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga. Elevator, you see, you can go to the n number of floors also, you can reach directly to Goloka. That is devotion, bhakti. So how mind should be purified? Mind should be purified. Man ko tarna hai is known as mantra. Mind will be purified. When the desires or the senses will be controlled. How? We have to do mantra japa. What is it, mantra japa? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. While chanting, mind will keep on jumping from tree to tree. Don't worry. That is Aprada stage. It's okay. Krishna says, Srila Prabhupada says, fine, at least you chant. Then slowly practice. We will come to Nama Bhas stage. What is Nama Bhas? It's a bridging the gap between the Nama Aprad and Shuddha Nama. Between stages known as Nama Bhas. That means we are transcending from lower level to higher level. At Prabhuji asked that day, from Tamo Guna to Rajoguna to Sattva Guna. Like that, we will elevate from one level to another level. Then finally, we will be delivered. What is delivered? From this Martir Loka, we will go to the Krishna Loka. That is known as delivered. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is Sangeetan movement is a Kali Yuga Dharma. Srila Prabhupada has given us so many books. Read his books, mind will be purified. Sincerely, Prabhuji, I told now I will give you the answer. Allah Swadhyaya. Yes, you remember. One is spiritual master, that's okay. That we'll get later. Sadhana we have to. Yes, sadhana. First yes is sadhana. What is sadhana? Chanting, going to the temple, worshipping the Lord, behaving in the way that Lord wants. That is etiquette. So sadhana, chanting, and then scripture. Follow the scripture reading, swadhyaya. Okay? Then the 3 I told. Spiritual master later it comes. First it is sadhana, swadhyaya and scriptures. And also we have ABCD formula for that. A, association. B, book reading. C, chanting. D, diet. Eat only Krishna Prasadam. Don't eat anything and everything. What we eat, what is that? There's one proverb, na? Manchanga katauti me ganga. Nai. What we eat decides the mind. That's the English proverb. English or Hindi, I'm forgetting that. What we eat makes our mind. Okay, so Krishna diet only. A, B, C, D, diet. And there are many other things also. In the next level, we will see that. Now it is only Krishna Prasadam diet. Then E is etiquette. How to behave with the Vaishnavas. Yesterday I told you 3 types of devotees. You remember? Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari. So that is what. So now that is etiquette. How to behave with. From Lord we should have love. Prema Maitri Karuna Mudita. There is a beautiful verse. I'll tell the verse tomorrow. Prema is with the Lord. Maitri is friendship with the equal level of devotees. Karuna with the little lower level of devotees. Compassion. Why they are not able to do bhakti, like that compassion. And the last one is mudita. Some people can never come into bhakti. Neglect them. Don't spend your life in changing them. They will never ever change. So my first is love with the Godhead. Prema, Maitri, friendship with the equal level devotees. Karuna with the lower level devotees. Negligence, neglect, ignore. That is with the atheist. These 4, if you follow, mind will be purified. Always be in association. Shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya. Okay, have faith, be in association, and chant the glories of the Lord. Bhajana Kriya is not only doing Hare Krishna, not that bhajan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Not only that, you can say shlokas also. You can say Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Yes, Hare Krishna. Okay. Anybody having any doubt? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Let's stop sharing. Stop sharing. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Mataji, the doubt is like, as you said in the class, like the